Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to Relato's D Ternera. I'm so grateful you've chosen to spend this time with me today. You know, I was having tea with my dear friend Maria last week, and she mentioned something that really got me thinking. She said, I walk down the vitamin aisle at the pharmacy, and I feel completely overwhelmed. There are so many bottles, so many promises, and I just don't know what's right for me anymore. If you're nodding along right now, you're definitely not alone. After 50, our bodies whisper different needs to us, and sometimes those whispers can feel confusing. Today, we're going to have an honest, heart-to-heart conversation about multivitamins, not to overwhelm you, but to empower you with the gentle wisdom you deserve. First, let's acknowledge something beautiful. Your body at 50 and beyond is a masterpiece of experience. Every line tells a story. Every change reflects a life fully lived. But with this wisdom comes some natural shifts in how our bodies process nutrients. As we age, our digestive system becomes a little more selective about what it absorbs. Think of it like an old, cherished coffee filter. It still works beautifully, but it might need a little extra care to function at its best. Our stomachs produce less acid, which means we might not absorb vitamin B12, iron, and calcium as efficiently as we once did. I remember my grandmother telling me, Mija, listen to your body. It knows what it needs. She was right, but sometimes we need a little help translating those signals. This is where understanding multivitamins becomes not just helpful, but an act of self-love. Now, let's talk about what multivitamins can actually do for you. Because the truth is both simpler and more profound than what those flashy advertisements might suggest. A good multivitamin isn't a magic pill that will turn back time, and honestly, would we want it to? Instead, think of it as a gentle daily reminder that you're worth caring for. It's like having a nutritional safety net, catching the nutrients you might miss on busy days when cooking a perfectly balanced meal feels impossible for those of us over 50. Multivitamins can help bridge the gap between what our bodies need and what our modern lives sometimes make challenging to obtain. They're particularly helpful for supporting bone health, immune function, and energy levels. But here's the tender truth. They work best when they're part of a loving routine that includes nourishing foods, gentle movement, and emotional wellness. Let me share something that might surprise you. Not all multivitamins are created equal, and that's okay. Just like we're all beautifully unique, our nutritional needs are personal too. When you're choosing a multivitamin, look for one specifically formulated for adults over 50. These typically contain less iron because our needs change, and more of the nutrients we tend to need more of, like vitamin D, B12, and calcium. Here's a gentle tip from my own journey. Start by reading the label like you're getting to know. New friend. Look for third-party testing symbols, which means someone independent has verified what's inside matches what's on the label. It's like having a trusted friend vouch for someone new. Also, consider the form that feels right for you. Some people prefer tablets. Others find gummies easier to remember, and some do better with liquids. There's no wrong choice, only what works for your lifestyle and preferences. Here's something I want you to really hear. Taking care of your nutritional needs is an act of radical self-love. In a world that sometimes makes us feel invisible after 50, choosing to nourish your body is a powerful statement that you matter. I've noticed that when I'm consistent with my multivitamin, it's often because I'm in a good place emotionally. It's part of my morning ritual of self-care, along with my quiet coffee time and gentle stretching. These small acts of tenderness toward ourselves create ripples of well-being that extend far beyond physical health. Many of my listeners have shared that their multivitamin routine became a touchstone during difficult times, a small, manageable way to show themselves love when everything else felt overwhelming. There's something profoundly comforting about this daily act of nurturing. Let me tell you about Rosa, a beautiful 58-year-old who called into our show last month. She said she kept forgetting to take her multivitamin until she started pairing it with her morning gratitude practice. Now, as she takes her vitamin, she thinks of 3 things she's grateful for. She's turned a simple health routine into a moment of mindfulness. The key is finding what works for your life. Maybe it's taking your multivitamin with breakfast, or perhaps it fits better with your evening routine. Some people set gentle phone reminders. Others use pill organizers that make the process feel more intentional. Remember, consistency isn't about perfection. It's about showing up for yourself again and again, with compassion for the times you forget and celebration for the times you remember. While we're talking about multivitamins, let's not forget the beautiful truth that wellness extends far beyond any single supplement. Your multivitamin is most effective when it's part of a life filled with colorful foods, joyful movement, meaningful connections, and peaceful moments. Think of your multivitamin as one instrument in the orchestra of your well-being. It plays its part beautifully, but the real magic happens when it harmonizes with wholesome meals, restorative sleep, laughter with friends, and those quiet moments of reflection that feed your soul. I know some of you might be thinking, but what about the cost? Or do I really need this? These are valid, loving questions that show you're being thoughtful about your choices. The truth is, a quality multivitamin is often less expensive than a single meal out, and it lasts a month or more. But more importantly, investing in your health is never just about money. It's about investing in more energy for the activities you love, more resilience for life's challenges, and more vitality for the adventures still to come. If you're taking other medications, always have a gentle conversation with your health care provider. Think of them as your wellness partner, not someone to fear. Most doctors appreciate when their patients take an active, informed interest in their health. As we wrap up our time together today, I want you to remember something important. You are worthy of care, attention, and nourishment at every stage of your life. Your body has carried you through decades of experiences, and it deserves your gentle attention and loving care. Whether you choose to incorporate a multivitamin into your routine or not, the most important thing is that you're here, listening and thinking about how to best care for yourself. That alone is beautiful. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Share one small act of self-care that you're going to commit to this week. It might be researching multivitamins, having a conversation with your doctor, or simply taking a moment each morning to appreciate this amazing body that's been with you through everything. And if this conversation has been helpful, please share it with someone who might need to hear these words. Sometimes the most powerful gift we can give another person is the reminder that they're worth caring for. Remember, you're not just aging, you're ripening into the most authentic, wise, and beautiful version of yourself. Until next time, be gentle with yourself and know that you are deeply valued. With love and light. This is Relato's D. Ternera, reminding you that your wellness journey is a sacred act of self-love.